Hi guys, and welcome to the video where I tell you the books I'm going to read in August and then I read none of them. This time we have 5 books on my August TBR because I always make my goal 5 books to read and I always hope to read more, but I don't want to put a larger TBR so that I follow it even less. So I'm going to show you that. I also have a book bullet journal, so I'm going to show you my August page setup. It's really boring. I just started the bullet journal this year, so my pages aren't too good yet, but I wanna show my progress with it. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Okay, I'll start off with my August journal. I messed around with some washi tape and I made a little border for it, but here's the page. Super boring, and then you're gonna see all these books I show in the video are gonna be written right here under the what I read. And then on the bottom, I put 5-star reads, and I'm going to highlight whatever one was my favorite. So hopefully we have a few here. In July, I didn't do 5-star reads actually, but this is my July page. It was all markers, so I want to do something a little more interesting for August. But I'm also trying to make collages for books I like, so I'm going to be working more on those this month because I haven't been doing that. I also need to update it. My reading tracker is very behind in my book bullet journal. Let's see, what else do I have in this I can show you? Yeah, see, I do little book spreads. So I just need to get back into it. So that's one of my goals for the month, to work on this more. So I'd hopefully in my September TBR or my what I read in August. I don't know which video I'll show it off in. I can show you more what it looks like. But anyways, that's enough for the journal. Let's get into the books that I am reading this month. Okay, so the first book is an audiobook that I'm currently reading. It's called Women Win the Vote, and it follows 19 women's suffrage movement activists. Just each chapter tells a story of a different activist, and they do 19 because the right for women to vote is the 19th Amendment. And so I really like it. I've learned about a lot of inspirational women through this movement, and I'm listening to this in an audiobook, so it's been nice when I'm just going on a walk or if I'm working on something. I listen to it while I'm journaling, something like that. It's just a nice thing to listen to. So I need to finish that for August. Another book that I've started that I need to finish for August is Honey Girl. I'm 50 pages into this book. It's been really good so far. I'm hoping it gets a little better because right now I'm not liking it the most. As of right now, it'd probably be a 3.5-star read, but I think it'll get better and become a 4-star read in my opinion. Maybe a 4.5-star, we'll see. But it basically follows a girl named Grace, and she's she's the perfect student, she's getting her PhD, then she gets drunk in Vegas and marries someone. And so that's kind of the main storyline, and then she has no clue who the person she married is, and she just kind of find them and just all that. So that's what this book's about. Pretty short, which I love short books, so I'm gonna finish that book for August. I also recently took a trip to the library, so I have 2 library books on my TBR for TBR, yes, that's what I started to say to be read, and then I just said TBR, and it messed me up. But I have 2 library books on my TBR for August. The first one's called The Lucky Ones. This caught my eye in the library because The Lucky One is a Taylor Swift song, and it's one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. So I was like, oh look, haha, Taylor Swift cover. Not Taylor Swift cover, Taylor Swift's related title. It's not at all related to Taylor Swift, I should mention. I didn't think it would be, but that's why I read it, and I ended up kind of liking the premise. It's a bit of a darker book because it follows 2 characters who were involved, who where their school had a school shooting, and it's basically their 2 perspectives following the shooting. And so I've read a few books similar to it in the past, and I've enjoyed them. And so it's gonna be a darker read, so it probably will take me a little longer. So I'm hoping I'm going to start this one next, I think, just so I can start it early and have plenty of time to finish within August. Then the other book I got from the library is The Lesbiana's Guide to Catholic School. I have seen this one all over BookTube, I've seen it all over Book Talk, and I don't think I've seen anyone ever rate this less than a 4.5 stars. I've seen people say that this is one of the best YA queer books recently, and so when I saw it in like the new in section of my library, I knew I had to pick it up. So I'm so excited for this. I have such high expectations for it, and I know it's going to be my expectations. But it basically follows a girl. She goes to Catholic school. She's queer, and so, I mean, I feel like that's enough of the plot, you know? Like, I feel like that fills it in. But she's also, like, the only person of color. She's Mexican, and her school is predominantly white. So, and then she falls in love, like normal, like a great book. We love romance. But I am so excited for this. I hope all of you on BookTube did not lie when you said that this book is amazing. I don't think you did, so I'm trusting you all. The next book on my TBR is The Summer Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. My uncle bought this book the other day for me, so shout out to my uncle, because we were in Barnes & Noble and he watches my channel, so he'll be watching this. So he bought me a book, which I'm so excited for this book. It's inspired by Hey Stephen by Taylor Swift, and as I mentioned before, huge Taylor Swift fan, so anything Taylor Swift related, I'll buy. Well, no, her merch is expensive, but books and Taylor Swift, like, that's amazing. So I am excited to read this book this month. Okay, so basically the main character lost her sister, but then this summer she's on vacation, and she's kind of trying to get, like, back into, like, the world and all. Then she meets, while they're playing like this huge like game, she meets this guy, another groomsman, because they're at a wedding, and there's your basic plot, and then, you know, goes from there. So I also heard that there's a lot of Taylor Swift references throughout the book, like song lyrics, stuff like that. So I maybe will annotate this one, highlighting some stuff, because I'm so excited for it. Also, I love the color schemes on the cover. I think it's a very nice looking cover, so I'm excited to read this book. And the final book on my TBR is Normal People by Sally Rooney. So I talked about a book that is highly loved on BookTube and Book Talk. Sally Rooney, there's a big debate over whether or not people enjoy it, whether people don't enjoy it, so I want to form my own opinion on Sally Rooney. So I decided that Normal People is the one I owned. I got it during the Target sale. And I also love short books, so I'm excited. You know, quick read, I like that. So I'll probably, what I read in August, I'll be able to give my first opinion. I've never read a Sally Rooney book, so I'm going into this. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible, because Sally Rooney is like one of the most talked about like authors, I feel like, on Book Talk and BookTube. And it's 50-50 on whether people like her, but if people don't. So I'm excited to form my own opinion. This is probably like, if I was going to make like a priority list for my TBR, this is probably near the bottom, so I might not get to it this month, because it was also on my July to be read, and I did not read it. So maybe August will be the month that I finally read Normal People by Sally Rooney. That's it for my August TBR. This was a bit of a shorter video because, well, I don't have too much to say about these books yet. I'm just hoping I get to read them and share with you what I thought about them. I'm excited to start August. I hope it's a good reading month for everyone. So comment on this video one book that's on your August TBR so I can see what we're all reading this month. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun stuff on YouTube, and I'll see you next time. Bye!